Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spirit Wisdom Wednesday, where we gather here together in the healing space and allow some beautiful spirit wisdom to flow through. This week is a very special week because we are talking about what you are manifesting. Not only do we have a powerful full moon coming up, I believe it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. We also just went through the Lionsgate portal of 8/8/2022. So there's plenty of manifestation energy all around us. So it is helpful to know what you are magnetizing in case you agree and are like, okay, how do I make that even easier? If you're like, well, let me shift that a little bit. So that's what this reading is all about. We're going to get straight into it. Spirit wanted an abundant assortment of items. So that's why all of this is here. Over here is a painting that is meant to kind of energize the solar plexus chakra. So if you feel that, any movement there, any clearing there, that is the intention of that painting. If you would like to receive that energy at this time, it is here for you, dear soul. So, oh, and also I'm going to do something very special at the very end with this golden candle. So stick around to the very end if you are interested in amping up the manifestation energy with me together. So let's take a deep breath and ground our energy in the space. Let's inhale in, 2, 3, 4, and let it go. 2, 3, 4. Inhale in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4. And as we allow our awareness to settle into the solar plexus in the center of your being, of who you are, you just let go of the day so far. And we allow this little sparkle of excitement to grow inside as we welcome manifestations. We invite our guidance around us and ask, which group holds my message for what I am manifesting? You could get a feeling, you could see a number, a color, or you could just know that it's group 1, 2, or 3. And today, Spirit just wanted to lay out these cards. The purpose behind all the objects is they're indicating this is all for everyone here. So there must be some type of property that is shared with each object that they had me pick out. But I would ask that you just choose based on these 3 abundance cards, 1, 2, or 3, or multiple groups, if you feel that you have more than one manifestation working. But let's go ahead and get started with our manifestation readings. All right, let's get started with group number 1. If you chose this first abundance card, let's get a closer look at what you are currently manifesting. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Okay. I do get kind of like a social feeling from this. I wonder if this has to do with a particular person or particular relationship in your life. Let's get more information on the general theme that you're working with for this manifestation. So it's almost like you are within the boundaries of an organization. So this could have to do with work or maybe a contract that you're in. And it's kind of like you're pushing against those walls, testing boundaries. And part of what you're manifesting is a total freedom from that. So let's get better clarity on what exactly you are manifesting in this freedom for you. Group number 1. Okay, I just heard the number 2, so we will have 2 of these cards for you. First, we have Destiny, number 8. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. And also Beauty, number 4. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. I'm hearing freedom from constructs. So I wonder if you're operating with a whole bunch of rules from somebody. Again, this feels like a higher organization. This could be some type of group that you are a member of. It could be a company that you are working under, or it could even be like a family that has a very particular way of doing things. It feels like status is very important. So I'm seeing stairs, like steps of a hierarchy. And it feels like you're destined for something way more beautiful than that. And I feel like you know that. But it just, I get this feeling like I'm doing this for now. So I wonder if you're just taking this job for now for some stability, or if you are keeping the peace within your family to kind of support the people around you. It feels like it feels like you are wanting this sense of community and wanting to be a peacemaker, or rather peacekeeper in this situation. Something about this manifestation that's coming through, though, is going to free you from some of this. So let's get some tarot to see, to get some more information about the dynamics that you are dealing with. Tarot will often bring out a lot of situational information, which is very helpful. Okay, so for group number 1, okay. What manifestation is coming through for group number 1? We've definitely got a theme of freedom going on in here, but also community and support as well. Could you clarify this for us, Spirit? And let's flip those in the order that they were drawn. So we have for you 4 of Cups. All right, Spirit, I know you wanted all of this in the frame, but we're gonna have to make a little bit of room here. Okay, we have 4 of Cups. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles. Lots of pentacle energy for you, group number 1. All right. So it feels like, again, stability is a big goal of yours, or just something that you have in mind. This is confirming a message that I got earlier, that, you know, at least one of the people who have chosen group number 1 is dealing with a family dynamic, something that involves legacy, and parents and children, and like generations of people. So it could just be that I'm hearing peaceful transfer. So I wonder if this has to do with someone who needs treatment, someone who needs care. Maybe you are signing up to help in that. Maybe you kind of got roped into helping. Either way, I can feel this, you're not thrilled about it, but you'll do it. You know what I mean? You're like, you're here and you're doing it, and it's fine. But you have this awareness that like, this isn't your highest destiny to do this, but you're doing this because it's necessary and it feels like the right thing to do. So in the future, you've got a monetary manifestation coming your way that is connected to this situation. If it's a person, you could get a gift from them. You could get an inheritance from them, something that is material and tangible. You know, if this is a job, maybe you'll end up with more money than you originally thought, a bonus, some type of monetary reward, which is, I gotta say, a little surprising. It's not the direction I anticipated this going in. So let's get some more information for group number 1. And since you have a lot of relationships, we're definitely going to hit this spirit animal deck. All right, what's the dynamic that group number 1 is working with this manifestation? Could you clarify which area of their life this monetary gain is going to come through in? Also, the Wheel of Fortune isn't here, but I just saw it. Like they showed it to me. So you could have Sagittarius in your chart. There could be an important Sagittarius that is around you, but it also feels like this is karmic. So maybe that's why you're kind of staying in a situation you're not thrilled with. And that's kind of backing up this idea of the right thing to do that I keep hearing over and over again. Oh, so maybe you're having to talk to yourself a lot about this. Like, I'm going to do it because it's the right thing to do. And I'm going to do it for as long as I can. But I would really prefer to be free from this and just go live my life and honor my destiny. So it's interesting. I'm kind of hearing this balanced back and forth conversation with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your spirit animal energies that you're dealing with. Oh, we have beaver. I love beaver. And dolphin. Okay, so one or more of these energies could be important to you. Typically, one signifies you and the other signifies the other person or others or the situation that you're interacting with. And actually, let's go ahead and get you a third one. I'm feeling that feels right. And we have oyster. Okay, so this is all starting to piece together and make sense. All right, dear group number 1. I feel like you're the dolphin. You can let me know, though, if you feel more like beaver. I feel like you're the dolphin, though. So this is an energy that is very bright, lively, intelligent, really longs for deep peace and joy, and does best when there's lots of room for play and lightness of being in life. So when things get a little serious or heavy, or you're feeling bound and restrained for dolphin, that's very challenging. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here in this situation, because I covered up the image here, but there's hands that are bound. So that definitely feels like you. You feel like dolphin. The situation that you're dealing with, again, this could be someone in your legacy. This could be a workplace, a certain culture that you are kind of assimilating into and doing the right thing by participating, is beaver. Now, beaver is wonderful to be around. They're a very hard worker. However, beaver can get carried away and can start building and building and building these systems. And before you know it, they've built this huge dam that blocks everybody else's river water. And they didn't mean to do that. Not necessarily. They just do what they do. Do you know what I mean? They keep their head down and they do what they do. So maybe someone has come up with a structure. It's been like this forever. It feels like it's not quite thought through, especially not in a way a dolphin wants more flexibility and freedom and creativity. Let's make this make sense. And the beaver's like, no, we're just going to get it done and we're just going to plug away slowly forever. So that's what you're dealing with. I'm definitely getting a couple different scenarios that this could be like family and work, or maybe even both for some of you. And then the shared energy between you is this oyster. So this is untapped potential, unseen results, beauty under pressure, something that is left to be seen. And that is, one interpretation that's coming to mind is a reward, a literal reward that you're going to get, that you really deserve. It feels like there's something about this situation that recently developed, but it feels like you've been putting in work over a long time. So an example could be a family member needs a lot of support, so everyone rallies around them. Or you've been in corporate America on and off, but you got promoted to a different department, or you're getting closer to retirement or something. It feels like things got more serious. So let's see if Spirit has any advice for you about how to usher this in. It feels like you might even be worried about how long this is all going to last. So let's see if Spirit can clarify a timeline for you of when you're going to get your monetary reward, and any advice that they have for you. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear, there's a siren approaching in the background, and I'm sorry for all the traffic noise on the avenue lately. This time of year, I guess people are just really revving their engines outside, but there could be some medical stuff going on. That sounded like an ambulance to me. So it just feels like you're kind of seeing how it goes and just not sure about maybe even a couple medical issues I'm hearing. All right, let's get some advice for you. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Oh, that's very interesting. So maybe next year in Aries season, something might happen that is significant. And then we also have for you, adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So whatever situation my beautiful dolphins, who are group number 1, has found themselves in, I have a feeling this is not all said and done. You know, if you've set up a certain schedule and committed to something specific, I feel like, you know, adjustments are required. So you will probably, it feels like it's already in place, so you'll probably kind of butt up against some barriers and adjust from there. But I mean, we also have, it feels like this is going to be for the best, though, a fiery climax. There is going to be some kind of confrontation. You know, Aries is not afraid to tell it how it is. And Aries can be pretty straightforward. I'll say that. So you might be dealing with someone quite stubborn, or a whole institution that's quite stubborn. Maybe you've even started to challenge them a little bit. It feels like that is definitely in your highest good to do that. So if you were wondering, you know, should I rock the boat? Should I say something? If you haven't already, I feel like you just will. And the main advice that I'm getting is like, go ahead and say it now before it becomes a big reaction or a big explosion, if that makes sense. And I know this sounds intense for like a manifestation reading, but I feel like you're just in this situation that Spirit wanted to really break down for you, and how you can get closer to your freedom, how you can magnetize that to yourself even faster than it already is coming. Aries is definitely a big clue of something significant happening next year in Aries season. And the more head on you face this, the more that you can, you know, roll with the punches, roll on the waves of this situation, the faster that this is going to kind of conclude or resolve itself, and the faster your reward is going to be in your hands. So those are your messages for what you are manifesting, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, let's get started with group number 2. Let's take a closer look at your Divine Abundance card to see what it is that you are manifesting. And we have for you Divine Flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all the others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. So maybe that is significant to you. Maybe you have some type of connection to Taoism. If not, I feel like this imagery is very strong. So maybe you're seeing butterflies or dragonflies. Maybe even the lotus blossom is significant to you. Either way, you're really wanting a state of flow, of ease, of grace, of just really being in sync with the universe. That is what I'm hearing for you. So let's take a deeper look out at what dynamics you're facing. I feel like maybe you are struggling with communication a little bit. Maybe you're dealing with a situation where it's difficult to say what you would like to say. And you might have been asking for a lot of advice about that. And as soon as I said that, my yes card came out. This is a yes card. If you came to this group with a yes or no question in mind, your answer is yes. A positive, affirmative yes. So let me clarify that. Yeah, so I feel like we are specifically talking about a situation where it's hard to find the right words for some reason. So let's get some more clarity on that. What is going on for group number 2? What do they need to know for their highest good? All right. So let's take a look here. First off, we have the yes card in this particular deck, which is the Two of Cups. And this is just my personal relationship with the cards. There's no set like yes card, just to clarify. Because I feel like I attract a lot of people who are interested in learning this, because that's how I am too. So in case you were, interested in why I feel that way, that's just a special thing between my spirit guides and I. Secondly, we have the Seven of Pentacles for you. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense of why you are wanting to get into divine flow. It feels like there's some impatience here. Something's not quite happening and you're not sure what to do. But then in the future position, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is kind of like a Gemini energy. Oh, this is a lot of action though. So I'm already seeing this invitation to kind of slow down. Okay. So I feel like you said yes to something. Maybe you started your business. Maybe you made a deal with someone. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone. And you're like, yes, this feels so right. I'm absolutely going to do this. I feel like maybe an opportunity manifested for you and you said, yes, of course, absolutely. I'm definitely doing this. I'm showing up for this. I'm here to embrace it and receive it. And now in the present moment, it's like, what's going on? I feel like I did the right thing, but things are going really slow and I'm coming up against some challenges and things feel delayed. I can't really see a whole lot of progress under there. Not sure how it's going. What else can I do to make my life easier? And then here you are with your thoughts kind of focused in the future position with the Suit of Swords. You're thinking about all the action you can take. Well, maybe I could change it. Well, maybe I could go down a different path. Well, maybe I can mix these two paths together. Well, maybe I can take another course about it. And Spirit's like, let's slow down. Let's slow down. You definitely haven't done anything wrong. It's just that your progress is hard to see at the moment. There's all these roots underneath the soil that he can't see up there. And he's like, well, what's happening under there? Okay. So let's get some more information about the general themes that are going on here. Give us a clue into what area of your life this is pertaining to. Because we got 3 different suits here. All right. What is group number 2 manifesting? And we have for you fertility, number 37. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. It's perfect with these roots here. And then we also have for you friendship, number 14. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. I feel like this is a person. Group number 2. I feel like this is a relationship. So this is definitely, so this will help you know if this is your group or not. I feel like this is pertaining to one particular person in your life that you made a deal with. So that's either, okay, yes, I'm in a relationship with you, or I'm going to help you in some way. We're going to work together in some way. So this could be someone who's offering you services, or the other way around. Like maybe you're getting spiritual treatments, therapy, a doctor, or again, like a really close friend, or even a partner, someone significant. And it feels like there's more work to be done with this person. So one of the scenarios I'm getting is like a spiritual practitioner or some type of practitioner that you're working with. Maybe you've had a couple treatments with them before and you really, really think they're an awesome person and you'd love to like get closer to them, but you're not sure how. Or you feel like there's another project to do with them, but you're not sure what it is. And you're kind of like, I can't figure it out and I don't know, is this even a viable option? Is this going to work out? And I feel like Spirit's saying, yes, there is more to this situation. Don't leave it yet. Don't give up on it yet. We've still got more work to do. Okay, let's get some spirit animals in here to kind of clarify the energies at play. So we'll get a feel for your energy, their energy, and the shared energy. This could be someone you're interested in, but I feel like that is not public knowledge for you yet. Okay, and as soon as I said that, who came out? Oh, we have raccoon. Are you interested in someone? I feel like you're interested in someone. And you're like wanting to be in this divine flow of like, okay, I'll be by myself. That's okay. But inside you're like, I really want a partner. Like, want to manifest a partner. Show me a sign. Show me a sign. Where are they? Oh, yeah. I understand. So that's definitely the situation for some of you here in group number 2. And then let's see the shared energy here. Okay. Yep. So I feel like you are represented here as the raccoon. I feel like a lot of people here in group number 2 are wanting to begin a relationship and attract a relationship. And with this raccoon energy, it's almost like there's this element of craftiness, creativity, what can I do? How can I kind of scrap things together? I can get by on my own. But there's also this kind of hidden element of the raccoon energy, like not wanting to be upfront with maybe even feelings of loneliness that you might be working through. In the future position, I can see a lot of hope here. You're looking for signs from spirit, from the universe. Show me a sign, give me my person, give me a direction, help me expand my perspective. It feels like it feels like this relationship is between you and your spirit guides or angels or however you define that. Very interesting dynamic, unlike anything that's ever come up in a reading before. However, there is this dynamic that is resulting between these kind of hidden desires, searching for signs. There's a lot of overthinking going on, okay? And there's a lot of overreaching boundaries. How can I make this happen? Who can I reach out to? And it's kind of like not knowing when to stop and when to go. So the octopus is brilliant, one of the most intelligent animals in the deck, but she does have issues with boundaries. So if this is your group, that should really hit home. That should really be, maybe you often watch videos like this and you're unsure of which group is yours, because I felt the need to tell you a couple times that this is probably yours. So, but overreaching, overstimulating your mind, overthinking is going to result in feeling unsatisfied. So that's checking out everywhere. So let's get some advice for you, dear. Oh, well, that's one piece right there, flew out. Oh, that's 2. We might just take these. Let's see. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And then we also have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So I feel like there's something coming up for you that you're meant to kind of sit in for a while, holding and believing in this person who is coming to you. Maybe you were under the impression that you have to go find them. I'm really feeling strongly that that is not the case. Maybe that's a pattern that you've exercised in the past, as being overactive or seeking. It feels like you're really supposed to, not really supposed to, it would really be a great exercise. That's the way they're saying it. To embrace the feminine flow of the situation, which is staying present, grounding your energy, and sort of visualizing yourself as a beautiful flower, and envisioning your partner as a bumblebee coming to find you. They just come to you because they know. You know what I mean? I feel like that is going to be your situation. Whether you are seeking a best friend or a partner or whatever it is, maybe even a pet, they're just going to come. When you stop looking is when they will show up. And let's get your final piece of advice for your person, group number 2. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Okay, so yeah. If you weren't already aware of this, I do feel like the full moon affects you a lot. So that's just useful information to have about yourself. But also there's something going on particularly right now that's a little bit difficult. So if it is feeling unbearable to be alone at the moment, I'm hearing that that will lighten, and that your spirit guides hear you, and they understand how difficult it is in this moment, but your people are around and they're coming to you. It's just a little bit longer. Okay, so the main advice to attract your person to you faster is to sit in whatever you have been healing. You know, Scorpio does deep transformative work. That's not casual. So embrace this transformative healing that you've been going through. Relax and allow your people to find you. And they will show up. Oh, that's so exciting. So those are your messages, group number 2. So again, I'm getting this message for you that it's hard to find the words. So maybe you're just thinking of ideas or what to say to certain people. I feel like just Spirit's saying, just let all of that go. Maybe you had a certain idea of how you're going to meet someone. Maybe you were told in a reading a long time ago, you already know them, or they will look like this. And it feels like Spirit's saying, let's let all of that go. That's not helping. We want you to really be comfortable in your current situation, and we want to help you heal. So wouldn't you know it, trying to close out the reading, they still got more messages for you. But those are your messages for what you are currently manifesting, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Right, and last but not least, let's round things out with group number 3. Let's take a closer look at your Divine Abundance card to get a better idea of what you are currently manifesting. And we have acceptance for you. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Ooh, this is similar to group number 2. At first blush, we're going to get a lot more information. Maybe you were torn between those two groups though, group 2 and 3. Acceptance, acceptance. I just want to go ahead and get more information for you right away. Right away. Maybe that is an energy that you are dealing with right now. You might be in a research phase, gathering information, considering your options in a particular situation. What is group number 3 manifesting? What's going on for them? We have organization, that checks out, number 42. Purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. Yeah. I was definitely getting that feeling of gathering resources. Sensuality, what? Group number 3, number 21. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Okay. Interesting. I feel like this is having to do with accepting an aspect of yourself that maybe you've suppressed for a while. So let's talk about the sacral chakra, because that's definitely being highlighted over here with sensuality. So that is the same center that energizes relationships and creativity. So maybe you've spent a long time on one, and now you are finally ready to accept and admit to yourself that you want the other. I feel like I've been there. Is this my group? Like, I will often go off by myself and work on something for a long time, create something for a long time. And then I pull my head up and I'm like, oh yeah, I would really love a romantic connection, or I would really love to rebuild my group of friends. I do that. I will hermit for a while and then come back. So maybe you have a tendency to teeter-totter socially like that as well. Maybe that's why you're drawn to me as a reader. Either way, I feel like you are doing an incredible job of non-resistance, of just saying, this is the situation, I gotta get it together and embody this energy, and everything's gonna flow to me. So I feel like you had a specific idea of what you wanted coming to this reading. One of the groups I did not get that sense with, so that's pretty specific. So I feel like you've been thinking about this for a while. It feels like it's time. It feels like, okay, I've waited an appropriate amount of time. Now let's do this. So timing seems very important for you. All right, so we have for you the Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, that might be your person. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles. So 3-4, we do have a natural progression here. Yet again, confirming that it is time. This is the next this is the next right step for you. Okay, so in the past with the Three of Pentacles, so basically Spirit is corroborating the entire message that I got before that scenario. With Three of Pentacles, we have collaboration, we have studying, working with a group of peers on something, taking classes, honing skills, getting certifications, building something together in a community kind of feel. But then in the future outlook, you're like, how can I protect my investment? How can I make the most of my savings? Where am I going? So it feels like for a while, maybe the number 3 is significant to you. Maybe you got 3 certifications or something like that. It feels like 1, 2, 3, wait a minute. Let me check in with myself. Where am I going from here? How can I truly make this sustainable? And what does that mean for my outlook? So it's so interesting. There's these two. And actually, I thought this was your person. I think this is you. I think you're accepting that this is you. You're accepting that you're the boss of your life. You're very strategic. We must have a lot in common because I think this is definitely my group. And I'm very strategic as well. That always shows up on my test results. Like if you do a strengths finder or something. So I'm definitely seeing this narrative that you took 3 steps to embody a goal. Maybe you created a business, created a project, got certifications, 1, 2, 3, and then you went, wait a minute. What's the end game here? What's the long-term outlook? How can I be more strategic about my actions? Because I need to make sure that I am taking care of myself and my future self as well, because it's just me out here. That's a big feature of the Emperor. This is also Capricorn energy as well. Is the Emperor is in charge. They are very grounded. They call the shots. They really lead their life actively. And then it feels like you built in some structure, some stability that wasn't there at first to help improve the outlook, the future of what you're looking at. But somehow in the midst of all this, I think you're looking for a person. I think you're looking for a person. So let's get more information about what that dynamic would feel like. Maybe what type of dynamic to focus on and invite into your life. Definitely a shift on what types of relationships you're tending to think more about. So where before it feels like a lot of clients, a lot of co-workers, your cohort, your peers, people who are like-minded, and now it's like, who do I want to share my life with? So that could even translate into a significant family member. So maybe, things were put into perspective somehow and you're like, I really want to spend time with my loved ones as well. Either way, it feels like a more one-on-one relationship. with a very significant person, whether that is a mate or a beloved family member or best friend. So let's get your energies out here. We have the Scorpion, Gazelle, and Dragon. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So I feel like these are versions of yourself. I intended this to be kind of like a relationship pool, but I feel like these are versions of yourself. So with the Scorpion, maybe you were in a time of intense healing, kind of wanting other people to keep their distance from you while you worked on something that you were protecting. So you could have been protecting your health, your mental health, or a project, a baby that you're working on. So that was in the past. Now in the future, we have Gazelle, kind of wanting to make up. There's this sense of like wanting to skip steps and jump ahead. So I don't know if that resonates for you. That feels like that's the desire. But Spirit's like, let's do more of a careful approach. You know, we don't have to do anything that is overly dangerous for yourself. Oh my gosh, I hope you can't hear that. Somehow there's just power tools in the background. Yep, maybe you're wanting to skip over steps or overcome obstacles or interruptions. It feels like there could have been a frustrating situation that you've already dealt with and overcame, or that you are worried about presenting itself to you, if that makes sense. So maybe you even considered creating a totally different situation. An example of this would be considering moving. So maybe you have a really crappy neighbor or a loud environment, and you considered moving into a totally different environment rather than dealing with what is presently in front of you. Either way, it feels like we're wanting to skip steps in the future and save some money for yourself. And so those are the two different versions of yourself that are talking to each other here. And in the middle, we have Dragon energy, and this is all about the solar plexus chakra. And this has to do with your self-worth, what you believe you deserve, and your perception of yourself. So I feel like you have learned a lot about yourself through this incredible project that you've been working on. And now that you're kind of at a different stage in your evolution, you're like, I will either have a different relationship with this person that I care about that's already in my life, or I would love to attract a new person that is compatible with this evolved energy. So let's get some advice for you. Wow, it's very exciting. Okay, what advice do you have for group number 3? And I'm so sorry for the interruption. I feel like maybe you've been dealing with a lot of that. A lot of unforeseen interruptions that feel a bit out of your control. So I feel like and that's hard for an emperor, right? It is. I can have that type of energy about me. So I feel like it's okay for me to say that. It's hard for an emperor, for things to just be loud for no reason, and not be able to do anything about it. Okay, so we had 3 cards that came out here. First we have, bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius has a tendency to detach. So please be aware of that. If you have strong Aquarius in your chart, I'm Aquarius rising. I was lovingly told that a few times. We also have a very spicy card. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Okay. And then lastly, we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So how interesting, you have the Scorpion spirit here 2 times. So there might be something that comes up in the near future. So if you are reopening to romantic situations, it could be that there is a pattern within that realm of your life that you thought you were done with in the past. It may come up again. Okay, it's not like, anything horribly appalling. It's just kind of like the universe's way of going, are we sure we're done with this? So I would kind of reject the wording of this. Your commitment is being tested, because I truly don't believe we are tested in this life. It's like, how much can you handle? I just don't think that's the case. I think that the energy we carry is mirrored back to us. So maybe there's an imprint from childhood, or a type of painful situation that you've carried into this life that is reflected to you at times. It doesn't mean you're being tested or someone's messing with you. It just means Spirit's going, or the universe is going, hey, here's this again. What do you think? And you could just go, no thanks. You don't even have to skip over it. You can just face it truly and honestly head on and just go, I don't want that anymore, actually. Thank you, though. So very interesting. This new evolved version of yourself, instead of being tested, I feel like Spirit is saying, we want you to be integrated and really carry that through this next situation, because it's really going to have a huge, huge impact. So remember to stay engaged. Remember, there could be a tendency to detach. If your attention is drawn back to this project, stay engaged, integrate all of your work, and let go of this past dynamic that might come back for you, okay? Oh, that's so exciting, group number 3. I think you've either got an incredible significant mate coming your way, and Spirit's like, we're almost ready. Or you are going to meet like your best friend, or just something really significant. It feels like counterparts here. Oh, that's so exciting. Also, okay, one more takeaway message. There could be an aspect that you share with the other person. You feel very similar. Maybe you have similar backgrounds, similar pasts, similar astrological makeups. There's something incredibly strong about you that is mirrored in each other, and that's going to be very apparent to you. That's going to be a clue about who I am talking about. And again, it feels like a best friend, the best friend you've ever had, or an incredible mate. Oh, so congratulations, group number 3. That is what you are currently manifesting and what you can do to magnetize it towards yourself even faster. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, so for those of you who stuck around to the very end, I have a golden manifestation candles. A manifestation candle. I only use these to manifest. This is something that I will imbue with my own energy at this time. I'm bringing it out for you today, for those of you who chose to watch to the very end, to give you the, to hold space for you to imbue it with your intention as well. So it could be an intention that you took away from one of the previous groups you already watched, or an intention that you've carried with you for a while, or maybe even one that's popping into your head right now. Whatever that is, we're going to take a moment to imbue this with our breath, energy, and intention. Then I'm going to light it, and I'm going to let it burn all the way out. I promise I will. So let's go ahead and put our hands over our hearts and take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale out. And in your mind's eye, call upon the image of what it is that you would love to manifest. Understanding that we are welcoming this for the highest good of all. understanding that timing is often something that is best to let go of with manifestations, especially around the time of the full moon. So what I often like to say to the universe, to my spirit guides, is I'd love to request this one more time, and I totally surrender to your will for the highest good of all. And then as you open your eyes, really take a look at this candle, inhaling in your intention and exhaling it out into this object. So let's inhale in and exhale that intention into the candle. All right, and I will go ahead and light this for us. Let me take a look at how this starts. There can often be messages in that. That's a tall flame. So for me, that signifies that whatever you asked for, you're going to get an answer in a pretty quick time frame. But the energy is strong, it's vibrant, it's tall. This is definitely something that is aligned with your energy at this moment. So wonderful job, everybody. I am going to continue to allow this to burn down safely so that the intentions are transmuted and carried up to spirit with this beautiful Lionsgate full moon energy. But thank you all so much for joining me, especially those of you who join me live. It makes such a difference energetically. I can really feel the love, and I hope you can feel how much I love you as well. So thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful full moon, a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you next time. Bye.